Hey, welcome everybody to the stream. We will be starting here shortly, probably in about like 1 minute at 1:55 a.m. It's 1:54 currently right now. But welcome everybody to the stream. Welcome KM, Steve, Akil, Merka, Beatbox Hitman, and also Murdy. Welcome everybody to the stream. Yeah, I mean everything is looking decent right now. Got to really just watch PA play out. Got to see if we could breach 39K and also 40K, but we're going to be talking about that here shortly. What's going on, Packet? Alright guys, we're going to be starting here in pretty much a quick minute. 1 second. Let me just make sure that I have okay. Alright everybody, so I don't know, I remember recently, let me try seeing if I could get the chat pop up here as well. 1 second. I had this all set up before I was doing the live price chart, so sorry about that. Took a little bit longer, but nonetheless, now you guys can pretty much see the chat as well as the price. Yeah, I mean, everything is looking really good here. Let me turn down the music a little bit. I don't know how loud it is. If you guys could tell me how loud the music is or if it's too loud or so, just let me know. But yeah, I mean, things are looking good. Yeah, I mean, it's not a crazy amount of overall volume. I mean, right now I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. I always advise not to look at the 15-minute chart, but at this instance, we are doing some pretty good volume, so it's not too bad to look at it currently. A lot of things are looking pretty good overall. We are seeing Bitcoin pretty much hit these new highs, and we actually broke out of this trend line that we actually had recently. Now this is coming off of this bottom candle down here at 33.5K. We were expecting some sort of dip here. If we actually go to the 1 hour, it's a little bit easier to kind of look at. We did get a breakout above that, which is good. It means that we go a little bit higher here. We could possibly see 40K or so. So yeah, I mean, right now things are looking decent. Even if we come over here to XRP, right? XRP currently is doing some good things, right? $1.04. Nothing too crazy about it, but at the same time, it's also pretty cool because recently we were all the way down here at these bottom levels over here at like 98 cents and so we are up almost 6 cents already on XRP, and it kind of just shows you guys that with Bitcoin pretty much doing pretty much this dip down, bringing all these alts down to those nice buy levels, we could actually make a ton of cash off of these dips, right? So technically speaking, that's why I was always saying, like, try to buy the dip or DCA in on the dips, because when something happens like what we're seeing now, if I come to the 1-day chart, right, so it's going to be a little bit weird because we were on the 15-minute, but if we come here and go from the bottom of this candle, right, to the top right now, we're pretty much up over 69%, almost 70% on XRP alone, right? So that's massive gains in terms of DCAing in and pretty much buying the dip. But yeah, I mean, things are looking good, especially for Hbar. Let's go to the 1 hour on this one because the 1 hour is crucial. So we are currently trading above that 20-cent demand zone. You guys already know where my overall next points are. It's at that 27 and almost a half cents. I'm really looking forward to seeing that breached. But again, we really got to watch here because we know for a fact that at some point in time, we could get a little bit of liquidations happening on Bitcoin if we do get to that 40 to 42K level. That 42K level is very crucial on Bitcoin. I talked about it quite a lot where I was saying, we really need to get to that 45K mark because that pretty much invalidates any sort of rug pulling or liquidations that pretty much happen because that's what we've seen recently, right? That's what that big impulse down was, that full liquidation period where we hit those 30K marks where a lot of people were panicking, right? A lot of people were panicking. But as you guys can see here, I do have a few lines to really look at because the reason why I have so many here is because we're really analyzing this in terms of an overall price action ensuing sort of pattern, right? Because currently we are at this 39K mark almost, right? Which is massive because we haven't seen numbers like this in pretty much days now. So me personally, the reason why I have so many lines here is because we are above this 38K mark, this 38.5 or 38.3 I should say, which is great. We are reclaiming this chop zone here, which could allow us to get to that 42.3K mark. That 42.3K mark is very important to me. And it should be important to pretty much anybody because if we do break that, that is pretty much pre-pump targets, right? If we look back here, this is pretty much pre-parabolic highs. But not only that, but that's pretty much the overall support zone from pretty much this massive influx down. So to really reclaim that zone and go above it, it would pretty much invalidate us going much lower. But like I said, we really got to see if 45K could be breached because I'm looking for a 45K target hit and going above it. But we are seeing some nice price action ensue. If we actually look here, let me go to the Fibonacci level. 1 second. And if we go from the top to the bottom, we could kind of see where we are trading in currently. We did reclaim the 0.236, which is great. Like I said, I really want to see us get to the 0.5. That would be around 47.5K, but we would breach that once we hit 45K overall. Now, if we do this from the bottom impulse, 1 second. So currently right now we are in the 786. I mentioned that the 786 level is very key on Bitcoin. That's pretty much where we always kind of reclaim whenever we, pretty much hit resistance levels and break down or wherever we recorrect. That 786 is very important, right? So right now we are looking to reclaim the 702. The 702 would be a very key level. Like I said, that 40,000 mark to 42K mark. The 618 is sitting at 43.3K. And there is a lot of resistance here. That's why I have these lines here, these horizontal lines, because pretty much a lot of these horizontal lines, they might look like they're just placed here, but they're actual, real resistance levels, right? This 42.3K level, we tried to regain it 3 times, during these 2 days back here. It was pretty much 3 times per day. So it was like 6 times that we tried to reclaim that 42.3K level. We could not reclaim it. We actually got pretty much, we just got thrown from it, right? We got thrown down all the way to these lows of 31K almost. So, for me personally, we really got to watch it here in terms of if we could break that 42.3K mark, get up to that 43.3K, which is the 618, which would pretty much take us out of the water. That would bring Hbar, in my opinion, to about 26 cents or more. Yeah, I mean, I was buying Hbar at 30 cents and stuff. So don't worry about that overall. Like I mentioned, you know, if we look at this chart, let me go to the 1 day actually. So don't mind this. This is from the live price chart. It was pretty much from me sleeping. But if we go and look at this, right, we are in this massive accumulation zone. If we go over here to the date range, we are still in this 80-day. We just hit 80 days, guys. So we just hit 80 days of total consolidation for Hbar. Yes, 10K Hbar is good enough in my opinion. I think that's a really good, pretty much overall target to actually have. 10K is, you know, 10K is looked down upon overall, but I still think that it is overall still a good target point. But yeah, I mean, this chart looks extremely massive in terms of bullishness because of how long we've been accumulating. Now, like I said, we break this 27.5 pretty much cent level, right? And we're back in business, right? Because we're right now in this downward trend. And, you know, for me personally, once we get back into this upward trend, there's no stopping us. I think that we can go to 30 cents plus. And I think that we could even hit that 40 cents target up here, because that's pretty much hard resistance as well, because we even seen it here when we tried to go to the all-time high, go into price discovery, but it was just not there. We can't get there without volume though, right? Yeah, I mean, we can't, but we are seeing volume increasing overall. We're seeing more buy pressure coming in. So I think that right now what we're seeing is just kind of the market doing a little bit of a recovery process. But like I said, we really need to look at price action, because Bitcoin right now is very important, because we are still under Bitcoin's wing. No matter what Hbar is doing, say for so Bitcoin goes to, I don't even know, like 41K, right? And everybody's getting excited. I would personally be very cautious, possibly even take some profit, because even if we look at the Bitcoin dominance scale, right? Let me go to the 1 day on this. Zoom out. So right now we're still sitting at about 42. I mentioned I would like to see Bitcoin dominance at around 40. 40 would pretty much bring us to pre-dip levels. I can't wait to see divergence. Then we can shine. Yeah, definitely. But for me, like right now, Bitcoin dominance is still looking good. If we come over here to, where is it? We go over here to the EMA. We can see that we're still under this EMA overall target. So we're treading lower and lower. Like I said, unless this is breached, this EMA, we will continuously go lower in terms of Bitcoin dominance. If we do reclaim that though, I would be very, very cautious overall for trading or anything, because that means that Bitcoin is basically ranging to go either lower or higher overall. What exactly is Bitcoin dominance? I'm not familiar with that. So Bitcoin dominance, the best way that I could describe it is just, it's pretty much the overall dominance that it has over alts. That's the best way that I could honestly describe it. I was trying to think of a better way, but pretty much the higher dominance is, the more control Bitcoin has over the alts. So for an example, if dominance is at 60, right? We'll say 60 for an example, and Bitcoin goes down like 5K, alts will go down drastically compared to that 5K dip on Bitcoin. Like say for so it's like a 5% on Bitcoin, it would be like a 20% on alts. Yeah, KM pretty much said it. I mean, Bitcoin technically affects all altcoins. Yeah, last bull run was like 33%. How low did it stay there, or how long did it stay there? Sorry. So yeah, I mean, if we come back here to this 2017 and 2018 bull run, we were treading below the EMA here. It lasted quite some time, right? If we zoom out and really analyze this overall, if we go to the date range, so pretty much it didn't stay at the low end for some time, but it did stay under that 40 mark for about 29 days, give or take, because we still got some dips here. But also we kind of reclaimed those pretty much lows back here too as well, which was like kind of at the range that we're at currently. So it doesn't last too long, but it is long enough for us to pretty much make some massive gains and pretty much take our profit. What's your prediction about Hbar end of the year? I have very contradictive thoughts on Hbar overall in terms of price. A lot of people laugh at me and say that there's no way that I could reach those targets, but I think $10 is achievable. I also think that $20 to $30 is achievable if everything plays out perfectly. So we want a much lower Bitcoin dominance now. Yes, we do. So Bitcoin dominance, I want it to range lower to about 40, while Bitcoin kind of does its thing. Right now, we're still kind of seeing this 38.8K mark, kind of like right now we're kind of against resistance on Bitcoin overall. Until we could break out of this 39K mark and break over it, then we could really see those much higher levels. But we really need to watch for the 702 to be targeted. So long Hbar consolidation 2 month. I'm still waiting Hbar wake up. Yeah, I mean I stress the fact that you really just need to be patient with this, because this is looking incredible in terms of just overall consolidating. But we also have to remember, you know, from its current target point back in December to this all-time high here, it took 75 days. But also, if we look at the price from that day, right, we could see that it did over a 1,300% increase in price. So it does gotta consolidate for a little bit of time before it does any more price influx, right? It did over a 10x in terms of price, so it's gonna consolidate for a little bit of time. It's gonna take a little bit more time to actually pump up. But we also have to look at the fact that, you know, if we look at before this Bitcoin dump actually happened, right, we could see that we were pretty much going to that all-time high to go into price discovery here, right? And this is where it all started, right? So we came down lower, and the only reason why we came down lower is because of Bitcoin, right? We fell below this 33.7K pretty much support level, which told us we're going to go lower, and we started going lower. This is where we buy, right? We were buying here. Once this was broken, we came down lower. We bought once it got close to this support level, and we continued to buy down. That's why buying pretty much support and selling resistance works every single time in this game. You never want to sell support and you never want to buy resistance, because when something gets resisted at a certain level, it's going to come down lower. The Bitcoin garbage will go away soon. Yep, definitely. Wow, thank you. No problem, Jordan. Need the market on Hbar dominance. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things do rely on some altcoins when it comes to dominance, right? If we look at even XRP dominance, we could see that we're currently only at 280 in terms of percent. But the reason that I'm very bullish on XRP is if we look back in 2017 and 2018, we ranged up to 30 plus in terms of dominance, which was massive. I agree on higher levels. It has a lot of potential. Yep, definitely. Would you happen to know what the market cap would be to get back to 40 cents? I should know how to do that. Yeah, I mean, it's just basically the overall circulating supply, which I think is about like 8.2 billion currently. So pretty much all you would have to do is do 8.2 billion times like 40 cents, which I think is like 3.3 billion. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. My math might be garbage, but yeah. Hbar will dominate someday. Yeah, someday soon. I think someday very soon. Do you have a video or way to help me identify the support and resistance levels? Yeah, so I mean, support and resistance levels are actually kind of easy to analyze, right? It's basically the best way that I could show you is Hbar is kind of showing you a great idea of resistance, right? This is resistance. When we see something get rejected here, we come up higher, we can't target it or can't break it, we get rejected. That's resistance, right? We did it 1, 2, we actually did it on this candle too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So that would be resistance, right? Now something like this line here, this 20.7, technically 20 cents is the major support zone. So we could actually draw a horizontal line here as well. So 20 cents is very strong in terms of it getting a little bit broken, but for the most part we have bounced off of it many times. So that would be a support level. So something, it's almost the same way, right? If it's inverted from the resistance level, then it's support. So that's the best way that I could really describe it, is if you're seeing something get bounced off of something, like for an example, you know, Bitcoin hates this 42 K level. If we look here, we got thrown off of it twice here, but if we look at the smaller scale, like on the 1 hour or 4 hour, we could see that we got knocked off of this 42.3 K level like about 6 or so times. So yeah, really simple and helpful. Yeah, I mean, it's not too complex. A lot of people overcomplicate like charting and pretty much technical analysis, but it's really not that challenging. There is, like, I'm not on like the level of, like, you know, for an example, like blockchain backer or anything like that, and I'm not claiming to, but it does get, you know, sometimes it's hard to chart things, but sometimes it's not. Like, for an example, like, I could not have called this massive dip down, and I will completely admit that, but there was a few, you know, analytics that did call it. So yeah, I mean, it's all in experience and pretty much time. But yeah, I mean, this is still a very bullish trend line for me. I think that it is overall incredible in terms of seeing this consolidation going for 80 days. I mean, 80 days is a massive time to really consolidate. And even if we come over here to, where is it? 1 second. I really need to get a different monitor. I can't see. I'm like blind. I think it might be on this one. Dude, I can't see. Honestly, I think I might be going blind. Here we go. So we come up here. We come down from this line here. We can kind of see that, you know, currently right now we're still treading in this nice sort of, if you will call it a downward trend, but we are about to break above it overall, and things are still looking good nonetheless for Hbar. I'm really expecting us to break that 27-cent mark very soon. I think once we reclaim this zone, so we could actually make a text mark here. 1 second. We could say reclaim and we moon, right? Because this zone here, if we hold that 28-cent mark, then this would be massive, because we could actually range higher to 30 cents plus, and we could pretty much hit those all-time highs to go much higher into price discovery, where we will see like 46 plus cents hit, 50 cents, and then so forth. But for the most part, things are looking good in the market. We really need to just continuously look at Bitcoin, because like I said, Bitcoin is the one that's kind of ranging us. But the interesting about dominance is because, you know, we could see XRP technically influx to this 30 plus % level, where we actually pull alts with XRP. And the same goes with like Hbar. I don't know if Hbar actually has a dominance. So they actually don't have a dominance chart. But I do know Ethereum was at around 20 or so. We actually still are at around 20. We are trading above the EMA, if we see here. So yeah, I mean, Ethereum, once it starts pumping, it's going to bring alts with it. I think Ethereum is actually doing pretty good as well, compared to most. I think right now we're almost reclaiming that $3,000 level. Again, we reclaim this $3,000 level and we break above the EMA, then we could pretty much say that Ethereum is going to go to the moon, where it's going to go to try reaching up past 4,400 and go into 10K, which is a lot of people's targets. I know 10K is a lot of people's overall targets. So yeah, any idea when XRP will clear its name? I think it's working on it. I think that we're getting very close overall to a settlement in terms of the SEC case. We were really talking about it overall. I mentioned it in my last video where I basically said that the SEC's case is very weak, and I do believe that it is very weak overall. They're pretty much trying to stretch this case as long as possible because they don't really have a solid argument. So I think that their defense is very weak, and I honestly don't see the case stretching too much longer. And I think the 60-day thing that they're trying to do, where they're trying to extend it 60 days for them to find out more evidence, I think that's going to definitely get denied by Judge Netburn. Bitcoin breakout to 50K. Not yet. 50K is going to take a while, and I'll be completely honest with you guys. 50K will be a rough patch to get to. A lot of resistance levels to breach. It's going to be hard. And I do want to say right now, this is not to put a damper on the mood or anything, but if we do get liquidated at about 42K, we could see lows of 28K, and it's not going to be something that we panic and say, oh, the bull run's over. I know a lot of people will be saying that, but a dip down to 28K wouldn't be surprising. It actually wouldn't mess up any fundamentals. We could actually wick off of it because that would be our wave 5. So it would be very interesting to see the 28K dip. We would get one last good buy zone before, you know, things do range higher, but hopefully we don't see 28K. I mean, I would like to buy cheap altcoins myself, but at the same time, I do just want to see us kind of break out and go to parabolic highs already. I know a lot of people are still pretty much getting to the point where they just want to see it break out and go parabolic. They want Hbar at 50 cents plus. They want XRP going to the all-time high to go into price discovery and go to $10 plus. And I'm there with you guys. Trust me. You know, for me personally, I don't want to see us go back down to 15 cents plus. And you know, I know that I'm one for accumulating, but for me personally, I just want to see us go much higher and pretty much get the bull run on the go. Love the recent surge in Hbar vids. Can't wait for the stack vid update. Yeah, I definitely want to get a stack vid update because a lot of people are getting very upset in terms of stack because the price is just astronomically low. You know, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm down like almost 5x or so from my first original buy-in at like 7 cents. Technically, I'm down like 7x. From that original buy zone, but I've been accumulating down. My bags are packed on stack, and yeah, I'm gonna hold until the unforeseeable future on stack, but I think that it's still very bullish overall. There's just a few problems with it, and that's the reason why the price isn't you know, influxing up higher, but it's definitely a longer hold for me. I think that once we go into the bull run, and I think once the bull run initially starts, then we could really see the price reflect the project. I definitely do, though. I will say this. I'm very surprised by the influx on Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if this weekend is a bloodbath, to be honest with you. I could see this weekend being a little bit bloody for alts. I might take a little bit of profit near the top of this candle if we do get rejected once more at like 39K, because we did try to get there, but we got rejected at 38.9. So we got to really see if that level is going to be broken. If it's not, then I'm probably going to sell the resistance at that point. But I definitely would not be surprised if this weekend turned bloody because of this influx here. And we've actually seen this before, right? Like we've even seen it here where I even think that technically on... Yeah, a lot of people are investing into AMC right now. They're probably going to get rug pulled, honestly, because that's just very risky in my opinion. I don't know. I would not advise getting into something like that unless like you're early on it. But what I was talking to you guys about is pretty much this was the weekend, right? So we hit those lows of 33.3K, bounced off of that support level. This was technically that ranging to go higher, and then that pretty much dip on the weekend. That's why, like, pretty much almost every single weekend, once we get that price influx, is usually bloody. So I would be very surprised if this weekend was not a bloodbath for crypto. If this weekend's not a bloodbath, then we could pretty much say that we're almost out of the woods, but we still got to see resistance levels being broke. It's always dumping on weekends. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's kind of the structure that we're at. It's easy to call, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is. It's pretty much like the market reset before Monday. But I mean, things are looking good in terms of just overall OGs, right? Like I was telling you guys about EOS. Right? EOS is one of my little bit of solid holds. We are kind of ranging to go a little bit higher on this. I'm really hoping to break out of this EMA. I want us to break above that $7 to reclaim the EMA and go higher. And I want us to retest the current all-time high of this bull run, because the actual all-time high is like about $22. Like pretty much crazy. Any comments on Doge? I mean, would you want bullish comments or bearish comments? Because like I mean, I kind of gave my opinion on Doge multiple times in my videos. I just don't, personally, I don't like it. I don't like Doge from a personal standpoint, from like technical crypto standpoint, because I'm a supporter of crypto, right? And I don't mind Doge at all. The biggest problem with Dogecoin isn't the fact that, listen, it's a meme coin, right? It's making a mockery of crypto overall, and I don't care what these billionaires are saying or doing. I see a lot of people getting manipulated by Elon Musk and Mark Cuban and stuff. For me personally, I just don't care to really buy into something like Dogecoin. Like, yeah, the gains are there, whatever. But I just personally am not going to wage my bets on some billionaire shilling a dog coin, right? Me personally, I'd like to get into things like Hbar, XRP, XDC, DAG, stuff like that. That is like solid use case value, solid utility. Dogecoin at the end of the day is just a meme coin. It was created as a joke, and then all of a sudden billionaires seen it and they're like, well, we can make money on this, so let's jump in it. And not only that, but it's an inflated asset. It's an unlimited amount of supply, extremely inflated, and yeah, I mean, it just has backers like Elon Musk and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's good that you have a portfolio like that, because a lot of those are, you know, major holds. Link is a major hold too. People are saying it's going to $1,000. I'm more lenient on like $400. I think $400 is a good top point for it. But yeah, Hbar, DAG, XDC, XRP, they're huge holds. But BTT is not too bad. But I don't know too much about it overall. I've heard some good things, but I haven't really looked into it. Yeah, Hbar, DAG, QNT, XDC, XRP, and Solo for me. Yeah, those are some good holds. I do like QNT. QNT Quantum is massive. I even mentioned to you guys, like, what they're doing overall with the Quantum network, connecting like pretty much any system to any network to any like DLT. That's huge, right? Because it's pretty much anywhere in the world, so it's a global project. They already have the utility behind it. They're really connecting into pretty much what XRP is doing. For me personally, I like what they're doing. I like the project. I like the price too. The price is very cheap in terms of what it is. But I mean, you could have bought it under $10 and even under $5. So it is what it is. I think that it could go much higher. It's very secure, simple, and also like cost effective too. So I have no complaints with QNT. I think QNT is going to be massive this bull run. Yeah, I mean, right now, we really just, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here very soon, because right now, I mean, we're at like key levels here. I really want to see this hit 39K. But yeah, talking about Doge, like, I know a lot of people support Doge, or they're in it for like quick gains. And I'm not going to take that away from you. Like, if you're making gains on it, congratulations. But me personally, I hate Doge. Only complaint about QNT is that it's still an ERC20 token right now. Yeah, Yeah, that's the only big thing with it. But I think once Flare comes out, it's going to become an F asset. It's probably going to integrate onto Flare network, so we could see some good stuff with it overall. Not only that, but I think mass adoption for it's going to be incredible. So I do want to ask anybody who is in chat right now, what do you think about this Bitcoin impulse up? I mean, I was honestly surprised when I looked at my portfolio. I don't like to look at my portfolio almost like daily or anything like that. Um, Sometimes I only just check my portfolio to look at Bitcoin prices. Typically, I don't like to look at my portfolio because if we are down, I don't panic. It's more like, it's kind of like disappointing. I guess that would be the word to use. Yeah, I mean, I don't look at my portfolio continuously. It's just when I seen Bitcoin at 38K, I was like, all right, I gotta do a live stream because I knew that Hbar was gonna be high. So yeah, I mean, we were calling it for some time. I think once we hit 37.5K, we pretty much knew that we were gonna range higher. Pretty sure I mentioned it on Twitter. It wasn't a big surprise for me, but it was something interesting to see that we were kind of reclaiming these levels. I'm very happy about it. We haven't seen these prices for quite some time now. Pretty much back here, which is pretty much the 28th, so pretty much almost like 5-6 days ago. So for us to actually reach these levels, it feels good. I don't seem to understand how NFTs really work and how to get into it. Yeah, I mean, NFTs, the best way that I could like say it is like I was selling NFTs on Opensea. I still do. They're not bad. It's actually something pretty cool overall. It's more like collectibles in a way. But basically, you mint them using gas fees and stuff like that, using Ethereum. Now, I will say right now, Flare is releasing an NFT pretty much network where it's less than $1 to mint your stuff, very fast. You're avoiding gas fees as well, so that's going to be pretty cool to see. I could see that definitely killing Opensea or possibly even like Rarible and stuff. But yeah, I mean, NFTs are pretty easy to get into. But the best way that I could describe them is just like collectibles. But yeah, I hate it when my portfolio goes down because I could have bought more Hbars. Yeah. I mean, I can't be mad about it because I just kind of DCA in as much as I can. Like, at this point, I'm pretty much wagering the house. I mean, I might as well just like mortgage my house and pretty much put money in crypto. Small news, most reputable YouTubers. It was an unknown, but it looked a little good. Then it looked a little bit better. Mad people waiting thirsty from the last rush. The crypto world will never be the same after this last rush. That mixed with YouTube at the eclipse like matchup for both. There's now millions of day traders. Yeah. For the most part, I think at the end of the day, crypto's ever growing and it's going to be prospering for as long as possible. I think it's going to be similar to stocks in a way, where we see, the stock YouTubers pretty much spewing like hopium, like Tesla to like $10,000 and stuff like that. That's going to always be a thing for the most part. But like I said, I think institutions and enterprise use is coming in at the perfect level. Like I said, we're still in like fetal stages for crypto. So I think that we're going to grow massively very soon. Bitcoin could hit, levels of like 200K plus. But I mean, I think Bitcoin Cash is so much better than Bitcoin itself. Looks like XRP case could settle soon. Yeah, definitely does. We have some pretty good updates in terms of the case. I didn't make a video on it, but I do want to make a video on it tonight. It is 2:33 a.m. I got like 4 hours of sleep today. I honestly went to sleep at like 3 p.m. It was so bad. But I decided to like stay up and pretty much make a ton of content as much as possible for you guys. Serious question, do you think XRP to 5 digits is possible? You know, this question gets asked a lot, and a lot of people get mad whenever somebody actually answers it. I do think that 5 digits is possible, but I don't think it's possible anytime soon, right? I mean, you got to look at it like this, right? Right now, the derivatives market's like $1 quadrillion. So, you know, for XRP to go to $10,000, for an example, because that would be the first 5-digit pretty much mark. Like the way that I look at it is there's, I think, 100 billion in circulation, right? So the full diluted market cap of that would be well over $1 trillion. $1 trillion would be $22, just to give you guys an actual example of it. But like, even if we are looking at the circulating supply, right? I think the circulating supply is about like 46 billion currently. I might be wrong on that. I think it's 46 billion. So if we look at it and do the math, let me do a calculator real quick because I cannot do the math quick like that. And we do $10,000. The market cap would be like $460 trillion, which would be, or yeah, I mean, that would be massive, honestly. I just don't think that that would be possible. And it's not even me saying like, you know, it's never going to happen or anything like that. It's just like, I could not imagine it going to $10,000 personally, just from like, because like I'm more of a realist when it comes to price targets and stuff. And for me to say like XRP is going to go to $10,000, it would just be kind of an insult. And not only that, I don't want to tell you guys like hopium, like, oh, let's hope for like $10,000 this year or something like that. I mean, my highest moonshot target for XRP would probably be about like $200. I think $200 could happen, but that's not going to happen like anytime soon. I don't think so, at least. And that would be like a $9.2 trillion. Yeah, I mean, nice or not, it's kind of like, hey, would Bitcoin ever reach $50,000 in its early stages when you would ask somebody that? And it's like, absolutely not, right? But I know that we're talking about completely different overall, you know, circulation supply, because we already know Bitcoin circulating supply is about 21 million. So I understand the idea, like, yeah, that would never happen just because of circulating supply with market cap, and I totally understand that. But at the same time, like, if it integrates Swift onto its overall network, that's $5 trillion a day that's going to be moving over the XRP ledger, which all those fees occurred will all burn XRP in terms of fees. So a lot of it, you know, would basically get burned. We would have sold XRP before 5 digits. Yeah, most likely. But yeah, I think a lot of XRP would get burned in terms of those fees on that $5 trillion a day. So it could be possible. It could be. I don't understand why market preferred Bitcoin or Ethereum. Recently, I wanted to transfer some of USDT. They had high fees, used XRP, 0.25 fees. When Hbar goes mainstream, it'll be even better. Yeah, Hbar is, in my opinion, better than XRP in terms of scalability. Like I said, I don't know if you guys have seen it, right? Because I know a lot of people, you know, I'm not going to like force you guys to watch my YouTube videos or anything like that. But if you guys do watch my YouTube videos, you'd understand that, you know, if we look here at Hbar itself and go to the overview, we could see that it's at 10,000 plus transactions per second, it's throttled, right? Now, if we come down here, we could see when sharding is enabled, it would basically enable unlimited transactions per second. So Hbar would technically be a better choice for most because it would outbeat Hbar, or it would outbeat XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, pretty much anything on the market, ADA, all these assets that a lot of people have been talking about for so long. It would basically just kill these projects, and pretty much, that's basically it. Hbar is a beast in its own self. Wait, the inflation on the dollar will make $5,000 extremely probable. Yeah, probably. Honestly, the inflation is massive, or 5 digits or whatever. I didn't have the option to transfer Hbar, so I had to go with XRP. Yeah, XRP is a good choice nonetheless. Their fees are pretty much about the same, except for, XRP's is a 2 instead of a 1 here. So, yeah, I'm gonna make a tune. Will you yell if we break the 39? Actually, can you call the numbers like a cow auction mixed with horse race announcer? Honestly, probably not. It's like about 2:40 a.m. And honestly, I'm like on 4 hours of sleep. But we are getting there. We are about to break the current level of 38,898, which is insane. Does anybody else get super annoyed by Charles? Laugh out loud. Yeah, a little bit. What is your plan with Hbar? When you'll be taking profits? Guys, you got to buy my course if you guys want to know when I'm taking profit. It's at a low price of $1,000. No, I'm joking. Honestly, like, my current exit strategy on Hbar is probably about taking 80% at $10, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, dude, what? I at $10 I made quite a bit of money, and the rest, the 20%, could stay there for higher targets if we do see them. But I'm expecting us to top out around 10. So for me personally, like, I'll be basically buying back in the bear market. Yeah, a lot of people sell their exit strategy. I don't know why. Do all the plans built on Hbar have to use Hbar? Yeah, they do. Hbar is going to basically be... Ooh. Yo, we just broke it. Yeah, no worries about the course. I don't plan on making one. I just don't see it as a viable option. But yeah, they will use Hbar as like the fee. Pretty much how XRP ledgers use like the XRP for a fee. Which one gonna pump first, XRP or Hbar? Honestly, Hbar is doing some moves right now. We're about to almost hit 25. But yeah, I wouldn't sell a course to you guys. If anything, I just continuously give you guys free content. Honestly, the only money that I make from you guys, and I'm being transparent here, like, I'm not gonna tell you like nonsense or anything. I make money off of the ads on YouTube right now. That's pretty much the only thing that I make money on. Anything else is like optional. I'm not gonna force you guys to buy a course or anything like that. No problem, Koi. If market resumes its uptrend, do you think this time it'll be more healthy? Because in April and early May, it was meme coins mostly. Yeah, I think that it will be more healthier, because if we come back here, right? So I don't know how many people were following me back in February, March. I don't even know if people are watching my YouTube videos from back then, but back in February and March, I was talking about a dip down to 38K. So let me get a cleaner chart for you real quick. Let's remove the fib level. And the horizontal lines could stay. So I was talking to you guys back in February and March about this 38K mark, right? This 38K level. And the thing about the 38K level that was so important back then was this idea that if we come from the bottom in January, and we go to the inverse top, right? Our top point there was that 58K level. We were saying that 38K was the main target to hit and breach because that would be the 702 retracement level. That would be us trading in that 702. Now, the reason why we were calling for 38K back then is because at 38K we would have done our retracement, we would have went much higher. That's why when we didn't get that level and we continued to go upward, a lot of people, including myself, was like, I think it was like 40 cents or something like that. We took profit on the graph. We took profit on Loom. We took profit on some other assets like even Hbar, because we were kind of weary on what's going to happen next, right? So that 38K level I was calling for even back in February, March, because we needed that. It was healthy. That's why when everybody was panicking about this happening, I was like, why is everybody panicking? Like, this is completely normal. It's completely healthy. We needed this. We needed this to go much higher. And right now we are building this kind of consolidating foundation overall to go much higher. But it's good that we're building this foundation of support, basically, because it helps us pretty much build that foundation so that we can pump stronger and actually have a nice, pretty much upward trend building pattern. So, for me personally, yeah, I do think that this was pretty much needed, and I think that it was healthy, and I think once we go back into that upward trend, I think that we are going to trade in a healthy pattern upward. Go Hbar, so looking forward to it. I heard chatter about Visa, MasterCard, Amazon considering using Hbar. Is that true? So, I did a video on both of those topics, actually. The reason why I think that Visa and MasterCard will pretty much work out is because Visa and MasterCard are not scalable to Hbar levels, right? That's why we're looking at these 10,000 plus transactions per second with the fees and also the kilowatts an hour, right? So it's less than Visa and MasterCard combined. Not only that, but once sharding is enabled, unlimited transactions per second will be in place. So Hbar technically will be better and more efficient than Visa and MasterCard. That's why Visa and MasterCard will technically want to build on Hedera and pretty much have their own node running so that they could achieve those massive transactions per second with the fees, confirmation times, and also the energy consumption. Not only that, but I wouldn't be surprised because Hbar is ABFT compliant. That's why we see it here. Most secure. It already went through the SEC's sort of process to get regulated and pretty much have that clarity involved as well. So there's really no worries in terms of, hey, is the SEC going to step in and pretty much say, hey, we're going to do the same thing to Hbar that we did to XRP? That's pretty much out the window. We don't have to worry about that. And I think that Visa and MasterCard could definitely sign on. Now, Amazon's a little bit different, right? Because I was talking about Amazon in my last video, and pretty much Amazon Web Services, which is utilized by many other projects and stuff. It's not really, Amazon fully. It's just kind of web services, but it is connected to Amazon in some sort of way. But there is a project that is using AWS, which is Amazon's web service, like I said, which is a POS sort of application. And they're actually on the governing council. If we come up here to the governance, 1 second. We could see it here, EFT POS. That is the application that is actually built on AWS and is pretty much integrated on Hedera. Let me catch up here. So, would you use a stop loss for Hbar after it does 10x? This way, if it goes down, you could buy back cheaper. I've learned this because market could just go boom in a day. I mean, it's pretty much the idea of selling resistance and buying support. Like I said, we really just got to see where it gets rejected at, where it finds support at, and then just kind of sell the resistance and buy the support. That's the best way that I could look at it. I don't really do stop losses because we can get scam wicks where it pretty much stops you out of your trade to FOMO back in on a higher price. Yep, Bitcoin looks like a wick off distribution or Wyckoff distribution. Yeah, it does a little bit. If we do see here, we could see that impulse lower to that 28K mark. That would be that wave 5 distribution that we were talking about. That 28K mark is still a high demand zone. If we even come back here, we could see that it's a high demand zone even from back in January. So that would claim pretty much the yearly support level, and if we bounced off of that, that would pretty much put us back into a strong upward trend. Black Friday problem solved. Yeah, definitely. I think integrating Visa and MasterCard onto Hedera will solve pretty much any problems with transactions. That's why I think that banks are gonna pretty much integrate with XRP Ledger or, you know, Hedera as well. Maybe in the end of your what was that? Sorry, maybe in the end of Euphoria phase. No, I don't think so. I think Euphoria is still kind of building a little bit here. I'm not, me personally, I'm not, you know, euphoric right now. If we come over to my Twitter, so I posted, I don't know if I could find it. There's a lot of media now. I was uploading a lot. 1 second. So this is also a good chart to look at, right? Because this is not like, you know, pretty much an actual technical chart, but this is what we're kind of doing, right? We're kind of just going in an upward, downward sort of path. Kind of just gotta be patient through it. But there is a chart that I did post. Did I post so much? I'm just seeing that now. 1 second. All right, so here we go. So here's the actual chart. So yeah, I mean, in terms of a stop loss, yeah, you could pretty much set a stop loss at like a, you know, $1.80 or $2.80 if it does get to that point. Like for an example, the graph, like everybody was like, oh, we're going to $3, we're going to $3 right now. We kind of got wicked off of the $2.80 level. We pretty much got breached down to pretty much like 80 cents, I think. It's crazy. So, I mean, it all depends. Now, in terms of where I think that we are in this market structure, I think that we're in disbelief, right? I think that everybody's saying, yeah, we're going to fail. We're not going much higher at all. We're pretty much finished. And a lot of people are still saying that we're in like the denial phase or like the panic phase or, you know, capitulation phase or stuff like that. Honestly, me personally, you know, I think that we're just kind of starting. I think that we're in this disbelief sort of phase, pretty much building into that optimism. So I think that we're very early in this bull run. That's from my point of view perspective. Dude, we are so close to 39K. We were so close to 39K. Have a nightcap and get some rest. Thank you for posting videos. It helps a noob like me out. Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate it as well. I appreciate all the support, honestly. Like, we're sitting at like 47 people in this chat right now. I never would have guessed that I would be pretty much live streaming to 47 people. When I initially started my Twitter, it was because, like, you know, I was doing good in terms of trading and stuff. I've been doing it since like 2014. Pretty much ever since I was like, you know, pretty much 15 years old. So, you know, for me personally to have the amount of people that are watching my content and pretty much supporting me and stuff, dude, it feels great. I mean, honestly, I appreciate it so much, and I feel like I always have to give back. So I'm trying to make as much content as possible, give you guys, you know, pretty much the updates as soon as possible, and give you guys free content. I don't want your money, guys. Like, I want you guys to make money. So yeah, I believe we are in a bull market because whales make most money in bull runs, and alt season is not here yet. They need to make more money, don't you think? Yeah, I mean, dude, we've accumulated for 4 years to have a bull run of 5 months. Like, come on, that's just pathetic. We have a lot more juice left in the tank, I think. So are we going to the moon with Hbar? Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we look here, right, we're currently at about 24.2. Like I said, if we reclaim that 27.5 cents, we're gonna moon. Quality content, sir. Thank you. Yep, I appreciate it. Happy to hear it. Hey, bro, what you trade? Cryptos, forex, stocks? Great live. I just pretty much trade crypto. I don't really like Forex and stocks. I do like marijuana stocks, and the reason why is because I think that they're going to be ever growing very soon. I think at some point in time we're going to adopt marijuana into our medical sort of field, and yeah, I think pretty much medical like marijuana and stuff is going to be the future in terms of natural remedies. You're humble now, just wait. Dude, I'm always going to be humble, honestly. There's a few medical marijuana, pretty much not, I wouldn't say medical, because they're pretty much at the same time, there's kind of marijuana stocks, if you will. But the number one, in my opinion, that is a massive stock is, I don't know what the name of it exactly is, but it's TLRY. I forgot what the name of it is. I haven't honestly looked at like my stock account in forever. It's just like a long-term hold for me. But I believe it's I'm trying to think. Sorry if I missed. Do you have a price target for Hbar? Yeah, Tilray. There it is. Gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot. But yeah, Tilray is also really good. I do like Cron a little bit, but it's been lacking so far. But Tilray I'm very bullish on, and that's pretty much like my major holding. But I think Cron could definitely hit, you know, like $50+ at some point in time. Let me catch up here. That's my wheelhouse, pharmaceuticals. Yeah, pharmaceutical stocks are also very big. Also, talking about that Hbar end of the year by 2025. Dude, 2025 for Hbar, I think that $100 is achievable easily for Hbar in 2025. You got to remember, crypto by 2025 is going to be massive. Speaking of drug money, crypto started with drug money, huge market. You think it still plays a role? Yeah, I mean, I still think that there's people still buying, you know, drugs off of like the dark web, utilizing crypto. So I think that there's a lot of speculation behind the idea that, you know, there's pretty much a lot of people in crypto that's utilizing Bitcoin and stuff like that to launder money or to hide their cash for like cartel reasons and stuff. So I mean, it's crazy. Hello, I'm new here. Any thoughts on DNT? So if anybody's new here, first off, I gotta say welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. If you guys are enjoying crypto content, if you guys do want to learn more about crypto overall, definitely subscribe and turn notifications on. I'm giving away free content continuously, and it's not even me saying like, you know, subscribe and throwing it up in your face. I'm just saying I definitely want to help as many people as possible kind of succeed here. So if you guys are new here, welcome. I hope that you guys are enjoying the content. Talking about DNT, let's look at that, right? Because DNT, you guys already know that it's one of my main holdings, right? I actually have the accumulating, it's 110 days of consolidation. So if anybody is impatient on Hbar doing an 80-day, just look at DNT, because we are currently trading below the EMA, so it is rough here. But we have been consolidating for what seems like forever on District, but I am expecting us to break out at some point in time. I think that right now this is going to be a massive project still later down the road. I think that they just hired more developers to really build out their infrastructure, but they are a solid project, and I think that they have a lot of room to grow. 600 million in circulating supply. It's such a low market cap for a DNT. But let's go. So, isn't crypto traceable though, except Monero and some? Yeah, it is traceable to an extent, because there is ways of also hiding it overall. It just all depends on how they're doing it. Coinbase is listing Doge, but not Hbar Classic. Yeah, it's honestly, you guys know my opinion on it. It's sad to see it, because it should never be like that. I think solid projects before meme projects should get listed. Thank you, bro. I've been subscribed. I just saw you live now. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Welcome to the channel. Congratulations on being a crypto crusader. Does Coinbase want to walk their users off the hill with Doge? It seems like it. You know, that's why I hate billionaires shilling the project, because they're just trying to walk everybody off the ledge by pretty much rug pulling them. What is a good exchange for DNT? Coinbase Pro, Coinbase, pretty much, you know, it's pretty much listed everywhere. Dude, we are getting so close to this 39K mark. I am getting excited to see that get broke. Because that means that we can pretty much possibly build to 40K. I want to see 40K be breached and target it. Okay, found article. Weed dealer lost 60 million in Bitcoin. Did he actually lose it, or do you think that he just did it as a tax write-off? Absolutely, bro. Do you think Doge will pump when Coinbase starts trading? So I actually had one of my followers message me about Doge today, and they were saying, dude, like, where do you think like Doge is going to go with the Coinbase listing? And I mentioned that nearly 9 out of 10 times as Coinbase lists something, the price actually drops, right? We've seen it so many times that the price actually dumps whenever it gets listed on Coinbase. So me personally, I don't know what's going to happen with it. It could easily fall, but it could also get a mass amount of volume in it. But we also got to look at the fact that, you know, the reason why Coinbase listings are huge is because of retail investors buying it on Coinbase in an easy way. But it's already listed on Robinhood, so technically it already has that volume in it. I noticed ADA dropped after Coinbase listing. Yep, pretty much almost every single Coinbase listing does. But he won't buy Hbar because of Musk. Dude, wow. That is sad. Yeah, a lot of people just follow Elon Musk blindly because they think that he's like some genius or something, but realistically, like, I already gave you guys my input on that. It's just sad. Bitcoin closes above 40K. Is it green light for some upward action again? Yeah, I mean, it is. We just got to watch PA play out. Like I said, that's a huge thing. We could actually draw a trend line here. I do want to see what happens here at 40K. Doge will bring regulations, though. That is good for Hbar and XRP. Keep it up, Elon. For the most part, yeah. I mean, it will, but I also think that XRP is kind of bringing the regulations more so. But also regulations that have always been a problem for government officials and stuff like that. They always wanted to regulate crypto because they're not making money on it. We love your channel here in Uganda, bro. Keep it up. I appreciate it, Peter. I appreciate it. Thank you. The Diamond Standard Hbar project comment from Musk was interesting. Yeah. There's some things that I don't like, and there's some things that I do like about Elon Musk. Yo, did we just break? We just broke 39K for a little bit there. We got rejected. So you know what that means? There's some resistance there. But we just broke that, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we just broke it. I didn't see it. I missed it a little bit. I was looking at chat, guys. I think we missed it. But it was for a second there. I'm hoping to see it get broke. And hold. I want to hold above it. The diamond, or I already read that. Government can't control crypto. No, they can't. I mean, it defeats the purpose of decentralization. I mean, that's pretty much it. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year, man. We're like Happy Bitcoin Year at this point. We just really want to see that 39K be breached and held. Yo, but can we talk about Dash? Because I know in my recent video I was talking about Dash because I did the top 5 holdings, and Dash is definitely one of them. But could we actually do some structure on it? Because, dude, look at how massive Dash actually is. Right? So this is one. I hate the Coinbase chart for some of these. Gotta go to Binance. So we were talking about this in my latest video. And the reason why I want to talk about Dash is because this thing is a giant in the making, right? Don't worry about this candle back here. This candle is like, honestly, like a $30,000 candle. I don't know what it was. I don't even remember it, to be honest. Do you know why alts are tethered to Bitcoin? It's honestly just dominance, man. At the end of the day, it's just dominance. The best way that I could pretty much claim it. I mean, Bitcoin's been a thing forever. A lot of people just love it, so it has that massive amount of demand behind it. But The reason why I bring up Dash is because this is, again, the main reason why I don't think that this bull run is over, and I think that it's pretty much starting, is we have a lot of these OG assets that always run, right? These assets always do their parabolic highs. Dash hit $1,000, almost $700 back in 2017 and 2018, and we are currently only at $209. That means to pretty much breach. So this level here, this 865% increase in price, this is actually utilizing Ethereum Classic, the percentage that it did. And if we do that same percentage, we could go to $2,000 on Dash. And I think $2,000 is actually pretty achievable overall. But let me move this over. Let me bring this down to the current all-time high. So we could technically do a 716% increase in price just to get into price discovery on Dash. This thing is insane. I mean, I'm actually very excited for Dash to really do some sort of movement. We are currently trading at almost $500 before this dip, so this one I'm very bullish on it. I can't believe I missed 39K being breached. I was like waiting for it. Yeah, 39K did get breached here. So sad. Can you make some videos showing how to trade? I really want to learn trading. Like what kind of videos? Like what would you want? Like, because I mean trading, there's a lot of things in trading that I could teach. So you mean dominance, like people base investments off of Bitcoin, like majority of investors base investments while watching Bitcoin's price. Yeah, because we also got to think about it like this, right? So that's why we always look at Bitcoin. That's why Bitcoin is the main player here, right? That's why pretty much everything relies on Bitcoin. As much as I hate it, right? Because I hate the idea of utilizing Bitcoin. It's just so poorly executed compared to like Bitcoin Cash and stuff like that. The reason why I hate the idea of us being under the wing is because Bitcoin is manipulated by these billionaires. We've seen it with Elon Musk. We've seen it with Mark Cuban. But the main reason why a lot of people pretty much base their investments off of it is because dominance, right? Because if dominance is at 60, right, the basic level that it's always at, and Bitcoin drops, we'll just say like, say for so it drops from its current level down to this resistance level of like 3.6%, right? Most altcoins will drop over like 6+%, so it'll double what Bitcoin dipped. So that's why a lot of people trade utilizing Bitcoin overall. Bitcoin is the AOL of the internet bull run. Yeah. Honestly, Bitcoin's dial up, and Bitcoin Cash is like Verizon Fiber. Just woke up and managed to catch the end of the stream. Bitcoin's still not breaking 40K then. Not yet. We did breach 39K, which was pretty cool, but we did get rejected off it. Like I said, we instantly got shot down from it. So that is a resistance level. This 39K, we'll say 39.46. That is a resistance level here. So we pretty much hit resistance at that point. So if we break that, we're gonna be good. Just scale maybe when to go long, when to go short, how much stop loss should we use. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I usually just put stop losses at like support zones. Now I technically don't like to do that overall on most assets because I don't like to sell support, but I do sell resistance. So like me, I would pretty much sell here and then rebuy lower. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, with me, like, I could, like, I do graphic design. Like, I own a graphic design agency, so I basically just, like, threw together some thumbnails. I don't really know, like, what to really design for the thumbnails, as crazy as it sounds, considering the fact that I do it as, like, my main job. Stop losses are dangerous, could lose gains. Yeah, that's why I don't like to do stop losses too much, unless I'm day trading. Like if I'm day trading, I will do a stop loss then. No wonder you sold your NFTs. Yeah, I only sold one. But I actually want to show you guys. I don't know if I could. Let me see if I could open this. 1 second. I actually want to show you guys this. So this is something that I'm looking to sell. This is actually an NFT of Ethereum. Funny as it is, because Ethereum is trash. But this is an Ethereum NFT that I made. It's also animated, but I pretty much made all of this. Like, it's fully manipulated and everything. I would love it if you make some day trading videos. Yeah, I might do it. Hey guys, I'm just jumping in. What's the price target for Hbar from here? So if we come back over here to, I mean, right now Bitcoin's getting rejected at some key levels. Price targets right now for Ethereum, wow, for Hbar are currently 25 cents, right? So if we draw a horizontal line here at 25 cents, 25 cents, if we breach that, we reclaim that 27.5 cents level. We go to 30 cents plus. Then from 30 cents plus, we have to watch out for that 33.7 cent range, because that's resistance. And once that's breached, we could pretty much aim to go higher to the all-time high. We could say that this level here is also resistance, this 41k. So it'd basically be 41k, 41 cents, sorry. So there. So those are major, key levels that we have to watch. Trading, YouTube, and design agency. How do you manage it? Trading needs attention right now. Maybe I'm bad at multitasking. Honestly, it's just a grind. Like, to be completely honest with you, it's just, there's days where, like, for an example, yesterday, right? So a lot of people were saying, like, dude, like, 6 videos, like, that's crazy. Technically it was 8 videos that I uploaded, but I didn't sleep until 3 p.m. and I woke up at 7 p.m. So I got about 4 hours of sleep today. Very exhausted right now, but I do plan on uploading some more videos tonight, and I do have to work on a project that I currently have as well for design. So it's honestly just grinding, making as much time as possible for most things. Very cool, but smells like gas fees. Yeah, it does smell like gas fees, unless I sell it on Flare Finance, because Flare Finance NFTs are $1 or less. So that's cool. What's a good entry point for me for Hbar? Thanks, I appreciate you. So like I said, I was just mentioning this to a lot of people. It's buy support, right? Right now, our major support level is this 21.6 cent level. So that's a perfect buy zone there. Or we could also do a buy in at that 22.8 level, because we pretty much breached that 22.8 level continuously. So I would say 23 cents to 22 to even 21.8 cents is a good level. I'm at work right now. Got to love those union jobs, steel worker. Yeah, I did construction for about like a year or so. I'm 23 years old. So for anybody that didn't know, I'm 23 years old. I was in construction when I was about 20 years old. I liked it. I learned a lot. I was really good with electrical. I was pretty much like the electrical person on the job. I decided that it wasn't for me, because I was looking at like the guy that I was working for, and he was pretty much just in terrible shape at like 40 years old. And I was just like, this is just not for me. Got to do something different. So that day I came back to my house. I said, I've been designing since I was 12 years old. I self-taught myself how to do design. I didn't go to college. I'm not a college graduate or anything like that. Pretty much I said, we got to make this design stuff work. I was working for a company at the time. I worked for that company for another 2 years, making it like a solid living. I was honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I was making about $23,000 a year, which if you guys don't know, $23,000 a year is absolutely nothing, right? So it was hard to live off of. It was pretty much just terrible. So I was like, you know what? Things got to change. I'm still with my girlfriend at the time. I was like, you know, at some point in time, we're going to have a family and stuff. I got to support my family. And, you know, this job's just not cutting it. $23,000 is just absolutely nonsense for me to pretty much, you know, help my family. So I said, I got to quit this job. Quit that job. It was pretty much my only source of income at the time. Built my pretty much online business doing email marketing, pretty much getting my work out there to clients. We ended up doing about $10,000 our first month in pretty much running live. And so far, things have been doing incredible things with the online business aspect for my design agency. And that's when I basically, because I've been doing crypto since, you know, 2014, but you got to remember at 2014, I was basically 15 years old. I didn't have too much money during the 2017 and 2018 bull run, so it's not like I'm a millionaire or anything like that. But I invested what I could, and I took profit near the top. And, you know, basically ever since then, I've been doing crypto, building my online business, doing marketing, email marketing, stuff like that. And I just recently got into YouTube and stuff because I said, you know what, if I could do it, I could help other people do it. And I don't want to like take your guys' money. I'm not going to build a course for you guys. I'm not going to make you guys buy my exit strategy. I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm going to tell you guys as much free knowledge as I possibly can, and pretty much tell you guys, you know, how I did it, how I'm doing things. Because, you know, me personally, everything nowadays is stuck behind a paywall, right? You know, I used to play video games all the time. I loved video games. I wanted to be a video game developer and designer at one point in time. And I watched video games go from being, you know, a fun aspect to the point where everything's stuck behind a paywall. You have to purchase this, you have to purchase that. And I just don't want you guys to have to purchase anything from me unless you guys want to. Like, for an example, like a membership for this like YouTube channel. You guys don't have to purchase it, but it's there. You know, it's a choice. So yeah, me too, 23 years old. Awesome. I mean, dude, we're young. I mean, feels good to be young. Good for you. Follow your passion. Yep, definitely, man. Always trying to. I'm at work too. Union job for aerospace. That's awesome. Aerospace is an awesome, pretty much, I would say position, or field. Field would be a better word. What design software do you use? I use Maxon, Cinema 4D, and also Photoshop, and also Illustrator, and a few other ones. I turned 38 the other day. Hey, happy birthday. I'm working on my startup, investing on the side. Crypto is kind of my hobby right now. Yeah, crypto is fun. Dude, it's addicting. It really is. That's an awesome story. The journey continues. Yeah, definitely. Trying to build that financial support and financial freedom. I really appreciate your hustle. I'm an IT engineer by degree, but I've learned to grow degrees don't, or I've learned, I'm sorry if you made a typo there or not. I'm just like, I can't read. Learn to grow degrees don't help a lot anymore. Hustle does. Yeah, honestly, to be an entrepreneur doesn't mean going to college and getting a degree. I'm not going to degrade anybody for going and getting a degree. If you guys are, that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, you don't need a degree to become rich at the end of the day. Good to get a look at your background, Nick. See where you've come from to where you are now. Keep it up with the videos and calls like Matic, and I'm pretty sure YouTube and Twitter will be massive. Yeah, I appreciate it. Another call, since we actually have 42 people in here, I just want to say right now, if you guys do want to get into a project very early, right, we're going to be talking about, I don't even know if they have, wow, I can't type at all. So this project is massive, right? Now, I didn't really talk about this at all. This is kind of inside, guys. I haven't talked about this. Everybody who's in here live right now is getting the scoop, right? This is something that I haven't talked about at all. We've actually, ever since I called this in my Discord, we are actually up almost 10 million in market cap. DAG, guys, Constellation. If you guys are not a part of the Discord, I definitely advise you guys to join the Discord. But DAG, Constellation is going to be huge. Currently, right now, there's only 1.27 billion in circulating supply, so this could easily do a dollar plus. And the project is solid, right? Let's do some research while we are in the live stream right now. So I know this isn't my typical thing to do, but I want to do it to help you guys. So anybody who's in here and wants to get into a project very early, this is your chance, right? Look at this chart. We're on the low right now, right? So DAG, incredible project, currently trading at about 5 cents almost. We see here the markets. You can currently buy it on KuCoin, right? If anybody is wanting to buy a project and they don't know where to buy it, go to coinmarketcap.com, search your crypto up here, come down here to markets, and you could see everywhere to buy it. And you could just click it and it will open it. So yeah, good tip. But Constellation Network is going to be huge. Already bought it. Awesome. Happy to hear it. Got my bags of DAG. Awesome to hear. It's incredible. But this is crazy because you could run nodes similar to Ren, right? Unlimited transactions, 68 submissions, 82 node operators currently. So we're very early, and nodes are half off right now. You could pretty much build your node and pretty much have it collect cash flow similar to Ren. And we've talked about how much Ren makes a month, right? It's currently like $600 plus a month just in residual income, which is pretty cool. But we could see introducing Hypercube, the end-to-end blockchain business toolkit, deploy your own blockchain networks, mint your own cryptocurrencies, create crypto wallets for various uses, explore and validate transactions. So this is pretty huge. I'm going to catch up on the chat real quick because I'm sorry for kind of... All right, so software engineer here, salaries are now through the roof. Yeah, definitely. Software engineers are huge, massive. Great to hear your background. I'm a 38-year-old VR audio developer, but my 20s was grind, 30s bigger grind. Yeah, awesome to hear, Liam. I hope everything has worked out for you, definitely. Hi, Nick. Is there any chance for Hbar to go to $1? Definitely. I think $3 to $6 is conservative. I think $10 could easily be achievable. The good stuff. Great channel, very informative and honest. I have 24K Hbar. That's worth about 5K now. Is 24K Hbar retirement level holdings in definitely. In 5 to 10 years, definitely. Like, that's going to be massive at some point. Degree hasn't helped me. Actually, internet has been a blessing that I could sit at home and do my work. I remember my father running to so many places all the time for his business. Yeah. Online remote work is like the big thing now. It's ever growing. My girlfriend dumped me 8 months ago. Sorry to hear that, man, but you know what? That's the best time to improve yourself and, you know, just show her like, yo, I'm doing me better than you're doing you. A few weeks later, I heard about crypto and Hbar. I absolutely went all in, and it's the best decision I've ever made in my life. Everything happens for a reason. Definitely, man. Happy to hear it. Belgian Hbarian for life. For sure, dude. Where can I buy DAG? And what are your thoughts on Bittrex and Bitmore? I use them for Hbar and SafeMoon. Do you think DAG can pull a top 10? Yeah, I do think DAG could pull a top 10. I'm more like, I think that it could go to like $2, like $3 and stuff. That's just my point of view. But where do you buy DAG? I just talked about that. If you guys do want to know where to buy DAG and projects like this, or any project for that instance, you guys could go to coinmarketcap.com and pretty much search anything. Is there any chance that Hbar can touch $1 this year? Yeah, definitely. We've been talking about it. $3 to $6 this year is easily achievable, in my opinion. But nonetheless, let's jump into this. So it's powered by Hypergraph, the world's most robust decentralized value-based network. Watch a video if you want. I'm not going to watch a video because I'm just kind of skimming this just to give you guys an overview. So we see infinite scalability. Speed and scalability are inherent in the horizontally scalable design, where speed increases with network size. My new girlfriend's Hedera. Dude, I love to hear it. I'm just frustrated that I cannot buy more Hbar. I don't have a lot of money. Did I feel it? How many Hbar do you have? Kind of answer this on Twitter. I don't like to disclose that information, but I mean, I guess I will. I currently hold over 600K. I accumulated under 10 cents for the most part. But simple to deploy, cost-effective, impenetrable, incredible overall. We could discover it too. So these are the featured partners. So this is what I was talking about. This is why I'm very bullish on this, right? So we see Amazon Web Services, a few other projects here. I don't know a lot of these, but I do know that some of these partners are some big names. If we go to show all, 1 second. So we see Amazon Web Services, Twitter, Chainlink. Now this is like the community, but we also see like crypto, which is like Chainlink, Quant, which this is why I personally bought in, was like the Quant partnership with the Chainlink partnership. But there's a ton of other, I mean, it has federal government backings too, business backings. This one is going to be massive overall in terms of gains, right? We also see the product core protocol, network optimization, token health, crypto exchanges, protocol modifications, treasury management as well. We see product partners, community, pretty much kind of, you know, telling us about what we've seen up top. We also see solutions in the enterprise and federal scene. So this is going to be a huge hold. Cost of bad data, the connected world. You guys could kind of skim through here, but they're basically helping enterprise and federal use cases and providing that. So this at 5 cents, at literally, if we look here, at a $65 million market cap is nothing. So I think that this one could easily do $3-5. I mean, the total supply is only 3.7 billion. So, but this is why I wanted to mention it. For anybody who's in here that wants to make some major gains, similar to like my Matic calls, this one is it. And we're still early. Look at this, came out only in November of 2019, so it's only been around for like a year or so. Price is still very, very low. So let me see. Do you think that we already read that? Do you think I should sell my VAT to buy Hbar? Currently, I'm in a loss with VAT. No, wouldn't sell at a loss. I'd wait until it bounces back a little bit. How many Hbar do you own? How many Hbar do you own? You're asking everybody in here how many Hbar they own. How much do you own? I want to know. Tell me it. Sorry guys, just taking some water. Yeah, I mean, come on, like he's asking us. Like I want to know. 2K only? Dude, don't say 2K only. 2K is good. I always hate when people like diminish what they hold. Sounds good to me. Might have to get me a bag. Hopefully another Matic call. Thanks for the info. Yeah, I think DAG is going to be huge. I didn't do too much research behind it, but I do know that it's in the federal scene. It's in, you know, enterprise use as well, and it's a piece of like the future, honestly. So I think that it's going to be a huge holding for me. So DAG, QNT, XRP and stuff, like, dude, some of these projects nobody really knows overall. Want to buy 5K? Not enough for me. Thoughts on Bitcoin conference? Bitcoin conference? I didn't hear about that. What is that? Sorry. I'm sorry if I missed that or something. 5K left my ass off. Their white paper is bonkers. Layer 0. Yeah, that layer 0, that is huge. So we actually didn't open the... I actually want to talk to you guys about that. So, let me see. Usually they have the white paper here, but I guess I'll have to go to their... Where is it? Where is it? Is it in the about? I don't even know. But yeah, the reason why I say don't diminish what you hold, like, I always hate when people say like, dude, I only have 2K. Dude, 2K is good. As long as, honestly, as long as you're comfortable with what you hold, like, dude, just be good with it. Dude, where's their white paper? I actually want to read their white paper. I didn't look at their white paper, but I do know about the layer 0. Dude, am I just blind or am I just like that tired? I'm sorry. I see like submit your project and stuff, but somebody help me. Somebody reach out. I don't know where their white paper is. I think you need sleep, Nick. Yeah, dude, honestly, I think I do. At this point, I'm like blind. Got you, fam. I don't know. look up? I can't. I'm just gonna do this. DAG crypto white paper. I should just did that. Bro, I am blind right now. I don't think this is it. Is it? No. It might not show up just because send me it. The best way I could. Yeah, I don't think that it's gonna show up. It's okay. I think I found it here. Oh, good. Okay. So, I believe that this is their white paper overall. So we're seeing enterprise use again. Enterprises to develop, deploy, and maintain robust distributed applications using unfamiliar coding languages and design patterns. Additionally, scaling such as an application to the performance demands of even modest enterprise use case is practically impossible on top of current state-of-the-art public blockchains. To overcome these technical challenges, blockchain technology requires a self-sustaining protocol that functions as a horizontally scalable, cost-effective, and efficient distributed operating system. Nice, nice. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I thought it was on the DAG page, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just blind. I'm tired, guys. What can I say? Sorry. Seriously. Dude, we're seeing Bitcoin kind of fall a little bit. What happened? Why didn't it hold 39K? No, but seriously, I think that 39K resistance was strong there, to be honest with you. I mentioned if we got rejected off that 39K, that would turn into resistance. Honestly, looking like it's turning into resistance. Yeah, I honestly think that DAG is going to be like a massive project. I know that I thought I was going to be able to find layer 0 in here. Might be down farther. I'm going to have to look more into this when I'm actually awake. I do want to do a video on DAG. I want to do a ton of research on it because I'm heavily invested in it. I did some research on it. I like their overall tokenomics. I like the overall partnerships that they had with QNT and stuff. And I do know about the layer 0 stuff, which was very interesting to me. But yeah, I mean, this is very cheap, super small market cap. But so is QNT. Like, if you guys looked up QNT, I mentioned that in my top 5 assets to hold. We're only at a $586 million market cap. Hey, Kelvin. I appreciate it, man. Welcome. How much DAG do you own? Dude, how much do you own? How much do you own? Come on. Dude, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to make fun of the kid or anything like that, but it was like almost like every 5 seconds, like, how much do you own? He was asking everybody. Why is Hbar not a top 10 coin today? When do you forecast that it will be? Yeah, I mean, if we come over here to, whoa, I can't type, live coin watch, we could actually see that currently, I don't even know, yeah, it's still sitting under 50. So currently right now, Hbar is sitting at 52. We actually just got passed up by Zcash. Come on, guys. How did the Hbar Barbarians let Zcash pass us up? No, you can't buy it on CoinMarketCap. You don't buy it on CoinMarketCap, but you could see where to buy it. It's on KuCoin. If you could only pick one, David Schwartz or Lehman Baird. David Schwartz has been building on the XRP ledger since like the 90s, so I don't know. He's pretty proficient. Might have to go with Schwartz on that one. But yeah, I mean, currently we are only at a 52 in terms of market cap, which is massive to me. That's why I'm saying, like, dude, we are so undervalued. But the reason why I think that we are not in the top 10, Zcash is also good. I mean, I think Zcash is going to go to the moon. But the only reason why we're not in the top 10 state is because of our price, right? And I said it, you know, we will get there. It's just a slow building sort of phase. a lot of people don't know about Hbar, and they actually think that it's like more centralized than decentralized, but it's honestly the opposite in my opinion. Like for me personally, I think that we'll probably jump into the top 10 by most likely the end of the year. Once more people kind of look at it and see it, I think that's when we'll actually see the influx in price, and we'll actually see the influx in a lot more people kind of coming in here and actually, you know, pretty much overall buying it and adopting it. But yeah, I mean, we're stupidly undervalued if I really had to say it, because it's not even just from like the fact that we're under 50 in terms of market cap. It's the fact that like our price right now to project standards and project innovation and overall infrastructure is just absolutely insane. Like if I told you that you could pretty much get into something that's partnered with Google and IBM under $1, I mean, what would you honestly think? Like, that's just impossible, right? Investing in Hbar right now is like investing in Amazon on the ground floor, in my opinion. Like that's where I personally am at on it. I don't think 2K Hbar is bad. Currently, I'm not earning anything, so if I am able to buy 2K while getting to work on my business, it's good. But that explains my frustration right now to buy more Hbar. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, the way that I look at it like this is, say for so we top out at, you know, 10K or 10K, wow, $10. You'll essentially have 20K. You'll have to pay a little bit of taxes on it. It might be like 2 grand. So you'll basically have $18,000 that you could reinvest on the low, which I think is probably around like maybe $3 or so. So you might get from 2,000 almost like, I don't even know. What would it be? 18,000 divided by like 3. It's like over like a little over 3K or so. My math is bad. Hang in there, Echo. Diamond hands. Definitely. Just accumulate when you can. I mean, honestly, that's the best advice I could give you. You buy what you can afford. I don't have massive bags, but I know it's still going to be worth a lot, and there's always more opportunities to invest in your profits into the future. Yeah, definitely. I met somebody who works at Hbar, was very excited. I might have scared him off. Hedera headquarters is 10 miles away from me. Dude, that's awesome. Honestly. But I mean, if I met somebody from Hbar, I'd probably be like, dude, when are we gonna moon? Like, that's what I would be asking. Not planning to take out. I'll keep that in USDT. Yeah, USDT, it might be a little scary. I'd be probably maybe USDC. How do you find market? Market top or market cap? Do you mean market cap? I'm sorry, because I don't know. I don't want to lose the gains with bears. Oh, how do you find the market top then? In terms of market top, nobody really knows where the market top is. No matter how good you are at TA, like, you can look at anybody, right? You can look at, you know, Credible Crypto, Blockchain Backer, like the big names in this game that are really good with TA. Nobody knows where the top is, right? For me personally, like, you kind of just take healthy profits and let it ride out, and then kind of just sell when you feel comfortable selling. I always say the best way to do it is before you even have an entry plan, because it's easy to enter at some sort of price, right? Before you even have an entry plan, always have an exit strategy. So if I see a coin that's at 20 cents, right? I'm going to be like, all right, I'm entering at 20 cents. I'm going to sell at $5. And I'm going to keep to that, because you got to remember, market psychology could change at any time, right? You could see somebody say, dude, $5 is like low end. You got to save, you got to pretty much hodl to $15. All of a sudden, it goes to like, you're waiting and it's going to like $14.50. You're like, oh, dude, I can't wait to sell at 50. All of a sudden, it just starts plummeting, right? Then you lose pretty much gains that you could have sold. Don't worry too much on selling early. Just worry about the fact that you sold at a profit. because greed will kill you in this game. Exactly. How do you find the market top? You don't set your targets early and stick to it. Exactly. Yes, sir. I mean, that's honestly how to do it. The best way that I could describe it is just that. You just have your healthy structure and your plan, and that's pretty much it. My wife has my exit plan. I hope she is talking about crypto. Yeah, I love to hear it. I love the jokes, man. I don't know if it's a joke though. You could search for divergence to know top and bottom. Yeah, you could. Yeah. But it's not going to be fully accurate because you're not going to know like that's why I always say, like, you know, no matter if you are a TA expert or a TA veteran, knowing where the top is fully is not, it's not possible, no matter how good you are. Been there with VeChain. I was waiting for 35 cents, lost to gains. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, me personally, it's just, I don't like to get greedy in this game, and it's sort of the idea of, you know, pretty much exit when you feel comfortable. But it's also the idea of selling resistance and buying like support, which also works, right? Because, you know, if we see something go to, we'll just use Bitcoin for an example, right? It gets to $42,305, right? Or better yet, we'll just kind of do, just do 42K. I can never get this like right on the price. It's so hard. So we would do 42K. And we'll just say, all right, if it hits 42K and gets rejected, I will sell, so that if it goes lower, I'll rebuy, right? Because you also have to remember that you also have to feel comfortable losing a little bit of what you hold, right? Because when you sell resistance and you go to buy support, you might end up also buying back at a higher price, which is not a bad thing. It's the idea of you're playing the game, you know, in a smart way, because pretty much selling resistance and buying support is the best way to short as well. So, you know, if I sell at 42K and I wait for 41K or 40K, because 40K is the next line of, you know, the actual support level would be 40,600. So that's where I would want to buy back in if I sold at 42,000. So it's all in the idea of selling resistance, buying support overall. So $10 this Hbar seems reasonable right now, around $60 billion market cap for Hbar. Yeah, and that's why I say to a lot of people that think that $60 billion for Hbar, this bull run, is not possible. It's like, have you even done the research on it? Because I think $60 billion is actually undervalued for Hbar. What's up from Australia? Do you think it's a good idea to buy and sell Hbar or just hold it? I mean, like I just said, also first, before I even go on, welcome to the chat, welcome to the channel. I hope that you are enjoying the content. I know a few people from Australia. I hope that you're doing great there. I hope that everything is looking good. But nonetheless, what I was just saying is, if you are looking to short a coin, first off, I should say I would never advise a new trader or, you know, somebody that is not in this game long term to short an asset, because shorting is risky. It very much is. But if I was to short Hbar, it would go like this, right? Sell at resistance levels. So this pretty much, it kind of bounced right off of this trend line here. So this would kind of be that nice, pretty much overall resistance level. So I'd sell there, try buying back at 23 cents, kind of shorting it for nearly 2 cents almost. That's what I would do. So sell resistance, buy support if I was to short it. I don't advise you to short. It is overall very risky. And yeah, just like Akil said, you know, shorting an asset that's been in consolidation for 80 days, where we're very close to a breakout, in my opinion, is very risky nonetheless. My take, hold Hbar, trade other overvalued coins. Yeah, I think that's the perfect idea, because even if we come over here, we're just talking about DAG, but if we go to Matic, right? Matic was one of those that were pretty easy to kind of tell where we were going to go. You know, we currently are at about $1.81. So if we look here, selling resistance here almost at $3, right? Because we seen it get rejected here, right? Because this is the 1 day. So we seen it get rejected here, and we were waiting again, and we seen it here, right? We were like, all right, what's going to happen here? So it got rejected off that resistance level one more time. We could have sold, which, like I said, once we seen it get rejected, we sold, and we bought back at some sort of low, right? Because we would have thought that maybe this was like the support zone at $1.60, but we actually went much lower at around $1. This is not a pump, it's only a bump, and just following Biddy right now. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of just watching Bitcoin try to reach that 39K level, break it, and hold above it. We're really just kind of trying to see what's going to happen here soon, for the most part. So just hold it till it gets to $50,000 at the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. I mean, that's, in my opinion, the best way to do it. It's just kind of hodl. HODLing always wins in this game, because I know for a fact that if you're going to lose, you know, a little bit of what you're holding, the psychology factor in your head is going to hate you, and you're going to just like wish that you never, you know, sold, or you never tried to short it, and then you're going to try to, you know, make up your gains somewhere else, and it's just going to end in, you know, pretty much failure. KuCoin has crazy fees. It looks like an online casino. Yeah, it is rough. I will say that. I mean, my fees were astronomical when I bought DAG, but at the end of the day, the gains will offset the fees at some point in time. That's the way that I look at it. So we have a lot of people from Australia in here, right? We're seeing that. I just want to say right now, for anybody who is in here, I just want to know, where are you from in this world? I'm from the United States. I'm actually from Pennsylvania. So the current time is about almost 4 a.m. So yeah, I just want to know where everybody's from. Hbar will jump when it starts to run, and then it will probably plateau. A few months back, it went from 12 to 30 plus, and in my opinion, only retraced to low 20s because Bitcoin crashed so hard. $2 end of year is very conservative. Yeah, I think the reason why we're in this this consolidation factor here is because we did a 10x, right? So we did a 10x from our bottom prices, and I think that's what really kind of killed it. We kind of had to consolidate from that jump. So it took some time, and it is still taking some time, 80-day consolidation period. So I think $3 to $6 end of the year is very conservative, and I think $10 is very achievable as well. Hedera is becoming a house HODL ward, definitely. I think that at some point in time, everybody will know about Hedera. They will know about Hbar. It will become a household name, definitely. Sydney, New Zealand. Hey, welcome, guys. I mean, that's awesome. Pretty much all around the world here. Also, many exchanges trade against their users, especially when over leveraged. Yep, definitely. I couldn't agree more. Happens all the time. Sucks, but it is what it is. Netherlands, India, San Diego, California, Sweden, Arkansas, Dallas, Texas. I'm from Derby, England, so this was a decent wake-up stream for me. What was that? Cairns? I don't even know how to say that, to be honest with you. North Queensland, Aussie, GB, Portland, Oregon. Dude, that's awesome, dude. There's so many people in here that are like from around the world. That's awesome to see. Tennessee just moved here from California, just like escaped is more like it. Yeah, dude, I've been seeing that the California prices are astronomical. A lot of people are actually moving from California to Texas because of the taxes and the prices out there. It's getting hectic. I couldn't care less about current fluctuations. I'm hodling and dollar cost averaging in. For me, Hbar is the longer horizon hedge. It's the blockchain killer. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is honestly the future of crypto, in my opinion. This could be massive long term. Indonesia. Orange just say cans. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, moving back to Raleigh, North Carolina. Happy it's pumping. Wanted to make another bid. Waiting for it to slow down. Welcome to the South. Sorry, PA. Welcome or social. It's welcome to the future. Yeah, this is the future. Hello, future. I mean, it's their statement. But yeah, we are doing some crazy stuff overall in terms of price fluctuations here. I know a lot of people aren't, thinking that we're doing some crazy stuff, but we are currently from our bottom. If we look here, from our bottom down here to our current price, I mean, we did about over a 60% jump in price, which is pretty cool. So we are treading in the upward trend right now. Bitcoin is still kind of doing its thing. It looks like we're getting a little bit rejected at 38.7K. So we really got to watch here. We could be seeing that retest of 37.3K. It would kind of look like, if I wanted to draw it, it would kind of look like something like this, where we kind of trade in this for a little bit, regain support at 80K, get pretty much rejected at that level, and then finally break out into this and kind of just do this. It's a slow pattern, but that is pretty much the game plan right now. That's basically what's going to be happening for Bitcoin, in my opinion, unless we get some massive amount of volume. So we're not going to see, 25, 27 cents, be chopped down pretty much right now or, tomorrow, or at least maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see. But for my personal opinion, I think that we're going to be moving a little bit slower in terms of kind of building this foundation. Hedera is faster, more scalable, more simultaneous transactions, cheaper and greener. It's an acorn poised to grow into an oak tree larger than Bitcoin over a few years. Yeah, definitely. I wanted to dump. Dude, I don't. I mean, honestly, I just want us to get to our end goals. I'm hard for Hbar and still building a position in Theta and Link. My sleeper pick is V though. Yeah, cheaper buys. Yeah, I mean, everybody wants cheaper buys until we actually get them. That's the thing. This market's crazy with that. But I just want to say, Ranger Partners, yeah, you're pretty much right on the money. Hbar is more scalable and everything than Bitcoin. I actually just had this open recently for anybody who's been in the stream for a while now. My computer's running slow. I gotta get a new computer, honestly. I can't find any graphics cards though. So if we see here, right? Currently, Hedera is doing 10,000 transactions per second, but not a lot of people notice this star next to it, in which that star actually means sharding, because that's throttled transactions per second. Once sharding is enabled, that enables unlimited transactions per second. And that is why we've been talking about the idea of Visa card and MasterCard coming back to Hedera to build on Hedera, to really efficiently scale MasterCard and Visa payments, which would help overall long-term congestion with the overall system, and it will help pretty much scale payments as well, because I mean that's massive. Unlimited transactions per second will pretty much outbeat almost any project in the game currently. And that is why Hbar is so cheap. Like it's so right now it's so cheap right now, and that is why I'm saying we need to buy at these levels. They're cheap zones. See you in the next live stream. Gotta go. Great honest content. Keep going. In my eyes, you are a top crypto YouTuber. Good talk. Much appreciated, Akil. I appreciate it. Biggest Bitcoin conference on this weekend in Miami. 50,000 attendance, June 4th and 5th. A lot of hype. Reckon it could shake up the market. Oh yeah, that's the conference that we were talking about. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it would shake up the market. I think it's more like a kind of publicity stunt, if you will. Just a lot of people kind of meeting for it. I don't know. It's nothing too crazy. I wouldn't, hedge my bets on Bitcoin pumping because of a conference or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, Hedera right now is very undervalued. XRP is, I would I don't know if I would buy XRP here. I kind of accumulate anywhere pretty much between these levels down here because I've packed my bags to the fullest on XRP. But Hbar, I mean, I continue to just buy Hbar. But guys, we just hit the 2-hour mark in this live stream. I am going to end it here. I got a ton of stuff to do, but I also have to make some videos and upload some videos for you guys, talking about some details in terms of some projects that I want to talk to you guys about, including Stack and some other stuff. That's throttled on a CPU. It could go much faster. You can get even faster by being run on a GPU. I'm thinking 100,000 plus. Yeah, definitely. They already said that they could do 100,000 plus, which is crazy. No problem, Gerp. About time. I go some cat videos to watch. I got some cat videos to watch. Awesome, Koi. Love it. Great stuff. You've gained a lawyer viewer. I appreciate it, Sheldon. Cheers, Henry. Thanks. Get some sleep. KM, I don't know if I'm gonna get some sleep. I gotta grind, man. Great as always. Much appreciated. Cheers, Nick. You're awesome, mate. I appreciate it, Kelvin. Thanks. No problem, Peter. Glad I got to catch the end of the stream. Another good one. Thanks for all the info. Get some sleep. I don't know, man. I don't like sleep. Braden, later, bro. Alright, guys. I'm going to end it here. I appreciate you guys. I will probably be streaming the live chart when I do go to sleep. So when you guys see a live chart of the price action, it's probably when I'm sleeping, to be honest with you. Later, bro. Later, man. Thanks, mate. No problem, Braden. Alright, let's move. Let's listen to some music. Let's turn it up a little bit.